Right, as you are aware, last night we had a very unfortunate situation in the community of Commodore where 9 persons were impacted. 5 eventually died from the attack by gunmen. Men posing as police officers stormed into a residence there along Commodore Road. We so far last night we had all our resources on the ground. Our persons from MID, that's the Major Investigation Division, some senior officers, all our senior investigators, even from the division and across Area 5, even to give some support. So we will be doing some additional work today, some canvassing of the community. As you see, we're here at the school where Shannon God used to attend to bring some initial support to the staff here. We will continue, to check in with the rest of family members, to see how much we can put together the pieces. But we are strongly of the view that it is young violence that is playing out in Commodore. We have been monitoring this space for a while, and fortunately, for over a year, we hadn't had any much situation in the Commodore space. And so, it is a shocker to us. But we're not going to be daunted by it. We're going to be doing some serious work. This has the attention of the High Command and the entire country. And so we know in pretty soon we will, have a breakthrough in this case.
On the spot, news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Monday evening to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side. So we have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in a Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick it off with an update. I'm not lying on my peeps. Jaja. I do that one with my heart heavy. I not even want to do it, to be honest. But I just do it to keep you, the regular members of Chan Public, in the know. Because there comes a time, when one just get really tired of the same old, each and every day. And no one is willing to take the unpopular decision, to make that unpopular decision, and to put in the much needed drastic measures to curb our existing crime problem. Now, grief and shock has crippled the Rosemount Primary and Infant School in St. Catherine, as 2 of the students were among the victims of Sunday night's mass knockings and clappings in Commodore. So the 4-year-old girl will end up lose her 3 points, Shannon Garden, attends the school. She's presently on your screen. And the 11-year-old boy also attends the school, Azari Miller, who is presently nursing some whole heap of corner wounds in the hospital. As you all know, 5 in total end up losing 3 points. And 4 others injured. Now, members of the Police High Command, led by Assistant Commissioner of Police Christopher Phillips and Superintendent Hopton Nicholson, the commanding officer for the St. Catherine North Police Division, visited the institution this morning. Now we're going to hear from the High Command that paid a visit to the Rosemount Primary and Infant School. Then of course, we're going to get into the meat of the matter. Now listen.
My left here is Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Christopher Phillips. He's in charge of Pier 5. For those of you who don't know, in Pier 5 encompasses St. Catherine North, St. Catherine South, St. Thomas, and St. Andrew North. And this lady to his right is Senior Superintendent D3AD, and she is the officer in charge of the CCN, Constabulary Communication Network. We have other persons here, and this morning we are here because of that incident that took place last night, which led to the death of a student and also the injury of another student. So, ACP Phillips, Ms. Garrett, we're just here. We want to, before we start, I'm going to ask the board chairman just to offer a word of prayer.
When I heard the barrage, sat down, recognized my wife was really traumatized now. But I said, don't be calm. Noticed when it subsided and the people leaving in a hurry. Then I started to call members of the community that I know is in close proximity. How are you doing? Are you alive? Yes. And when I was assured that they were fine, then went to bed. It's a tough one. Never ever in my lifetime in Commodore we had 5 people destroyed at the same time. Never.
And she took a picture of the child, which I placed on my status to celebrate my student, as I've always done. And I gave her $1,000, I gave the child $1,000, and I gave the aunt $1,000. And said, just buy some refreshment in there for the little girl, it's her birthday. And to hear in the middle of the night, my phone kept ringing that she died. I cried. So I can only conclude by saying it is time for us to stop the crime and violence. It's time for us to stop killing our children. And I have all confidence that the Jamaican Constabulary Force will do justly. We continue to support our staff as they're mourning. They were beautiful children. We all cried together at this time, and I know the Ministry of Education from Region 6, they are on their way to offer additional support, and we thank them in advance. So may we continue to unite against this monster of crime and protect our children at all costs. Thank you so very much again for coming.
Now, the Minister of National Security also weighed in on this rather unfortunate incident. Dr. Chang, in a statement this morning, called the attack brutal, senseless, and reprehensible. He stated, and I quote, "The deliberate disregard for human life, especially the life of an innocent child, strikes at the very core of our humanity. Our hearts goes out to the grieving families and the community, now reeling from its unimaginable loss." He also stated that the matter is being intensely investigated and that the criminals will be relentlessly pursued, apprehended, and prosecuted. He also stated that I have every confidence that the police will bring them to justice. He stated that we will not rest until accountability is secured. He also stated that I call on every citizen to stand united against violence. We must not allow fear or lawlessness to define our communities. Each of us has a role to play in protecting our children, our families, and our future. He also stated that every necessary measure will be taken to restore calm and security to the people of Linstead and the wider St. Catherine North Police Division. He stated that the government remains unwavering in its commitment to dismantling criminal networks and the conditions that fuel such acts of violence and terror. He stated that we grieve with the families, we stand with the community, and we will not be deterred in our pursuit for peace. Now, Damian Crawford also visited the scene. If memory serves me correct, he's the Member of Parliament for Northwest St. Catherine. Now we're going to hear from Damian Crawford, who also weighed in on this tragic story. Now listen.
It is unfortunate news following on the rape that happened in our constituencies, specifically Bermody, where a 7-year-old child was raped, and the police acted quite swiftly to ensure that the perpetrator was caught. What I am encouraged by is the speed of response by the police force into both circumstances and the level of attention that they're paying to the community to reduce the probability of reprisals. But I'm extremely hurt that a person could be so wanton in their criminality that they went into an area and injured or killed 8 people. A genuine discard for life that will not be facilitated. And it's for these reasons why we cheer for the Commission and the police force as they continue to try and keep a finger on the crime situation that we're facing.
Now, whilst holding the police accountable when they're in the wrong is right, it is just funny how the tone has changed as it regards to the police when criminal elements trample upon society very hard. Have you noticed? But anyway, make we continue. Now, something of a similar nature would have taken place again. Yes, my peeps. Something of a similar nature that took place in Commodore District, took place in the St. Andrew South Police Division, where 3 get caught up and 1 was left lifeless. Now that fatal knockings and clappings took place along York Avenue in the Hunts Bay policing area. Now the deceased man, has since been identified as 52-year-old Leroy Thompson, said to be the ganja man in the area, the man who sell the illicit drug. It is stated that he is a regular associate and sympathizer of criminal elements in the area. So we don't really give 2 flies when time criminal elements come touch him. Life is like that. But what is shocking, a 9-year-old end up get caught up in that situation. Yeah, man. The 9-year-old is a girl identified as Savannah Panton, said to be from a Lot 2 Norman Pathway in Kingston 11. Another man identified as Tony Walding get caught up too. So now you see the wanton behavior of criminal elements, how them just go on the ends in our yard wheresoever and just fire indiscriminately, so hitting whosoever they may. So 2 of our nation's most vulnerable, well, 3, 2 in a hospital and nurse caught up wounds and 1 lie down on a block of ice in a morgue. Now, how do we come back from this as a society? Because I hear talks, everybody come and make them pretty speech, condolences to the family and friends and school family and all of these nice things. But what will be done after the 9-night and the funeral? What will be done to stop this from happening again? It has happened time and time and time again. One such mass knockings and clappings was the Cherry Tree Lane. What happened after that? Nothing really. And I do believe is that it's not that the government wouldn't want to do something about our crime problem. And I'm not specifically speaking about the PNP or the JLP, but whichever government in power. I feel like the government would have done more if we, the regular members of Chan Public, wanted more. But because of how society has shaped us over the years, or how society is presently, where we attract the toxicity, we cover up the toxicity, we embed ourselves in the toxicity. We are the toxicity. We love it. We love the violence. We love the criminality. We love the toxic behavior of people. Look on Jamaica's TikTok, for instance. It's the most toxic TikTok feed you can find anywhere in the world. You want toxicity? Go on Jamaica TikTok. Hence the reason why I'm not even on it. Now, for us to ever see change in this lifetime, our society has to reflect the change that it wants. Because if the government decides, hey, we're going to do something about crime, guess what? The very same society where I ball to them for do something, I go beat them bad if them actually do something. So damn if you do and damn if you don't. Hence the reason why the government just do what them do, come say them like a fancy speech, because that work and it keep the hearts and hands and minds of the regular members of Chan Public calm and easy. I do believe that if Chan Public ever come to a place where we put aside our toxic behavior, we ourselves being violent prone, because even some of you, the regular members of Chan Public, who says that you are a law-abiding citizen, you love the toxicity. You see him one day at the party them, a bust up blank when time Skeng step on the stage and say gunman shift. Uno love it, but yet uno say uno are law-abiding citizens. A uno same one I give taps and roses and I send gifts to the toxic TikTokers that we have out there. Uno go work on a 9 to 5, on a hard-earned money and take it and give them because uno love that adrenaline rush, that toxic adrenaline rush. Uno love it, uno feed on it, uno live for it. Sad to say that many of you, the ones and ones them, tune in to On The Spot News Media, not necessarily because it's a channel that bring you in-depth, undiluted news, but more so to be entertained. And that is really, really sad. I don't know my peeps. I soon get into the rest of stories, but something has to be done. And it is really sad that I honestly don't believe that I will see it in my lifetime. Because just like some of these criminal elements, some of us as adults, we are way too far gone. We are only adults by age, but we are children by nature. Our behavior represents such. Some little spoiled pitney, some little troubled teen. Some I don't know. But I would really love to see the government, this one or the other, do the unpopular thing and do what is right for the country and not necessarily what pleases the people. Because the right thing to do will definitely infringe upon some rights, will definitely step on some cans. It will have some collateral damage. Some human rights people have to go pack up and leave the country. The judiciary system will be dictated to. And yes, me say dictated to. Because notice the countries that have dictatorship. Look at the crime rate in those countries. China, Cuba, Russia, just to name a few. So dictating to the judiciary system is not such a bad thing as you all make it seem to be. Because when you get to a certain level of crime and criminality, that's the only thing that can work. You literally have to put your foot down and dictate the pace. Then when the pace is dictated and everyone falls in order, then and only then it can be relaxed. And not even then you can relax it, but you can relax it somewhat and keep everyone on a leash. Some on a shorter leash than others, but on a leash nonetheless. My peeps, we in a trouble. But anyway, make we continue. Now over there in the St. Andrews South Police Division, but this time in a Duane Park, right at 39 Waterhouse Drive. The brother known as Derek Banner, 43-year-old, we come from 23 Abanati Drive. Him did get caught up and seriously injured at a shop. But we get to understand, say, he may not drop out, so he's no longer among the land of the living. And over there in the Kingston Eastern Police Division, Norman Manley Airport, the police them seized 2 pounds of weed from a Canadian brother known as Rajit Singh Sandru, 20-year-old. Canadian national, come from 10 Trail Ridge Drive in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Them lock him up over Norman Manley International Airport. Them find him with 2 pounds of weed in his bag. But that in my peeps. That. But me don't know if uno comfortable with Jamaica as it is. But seriously, I am not. But anyway, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.